Shamps and giggles, history, news, views, and reviews from a black perspective.
His mercy. Welcome, one and all. Just amazing. Phenomenal week. Strange weather. Goodness me. It's hot today. Yesterday was cold. The day before, ooh, nice and hot. I mean, I'm hoping that we have a grand, gorgeous weekend. Do pour yourselves a drink, guys. I'm drinking. Oh my Lord. Coconut water. My son, he flies back to New York. So I've only got him for the weekend and been crying all week. I feel like it's menopause. But no, I missed him from the day he landed, and he's going away. I miss him all the more. So I just want to put that out there. But what an amazing discussion we have today. So much to discuss. And I just came in mid-conversation, good Lord, and you're talking about battered, was it? Somebody said battered wife syndrome. I'm like, oh, who are we talking about? What's going on? Start the things. Tell me what's. I'm reading the chat. Plenty on YouTube. Stockholm. What's that? Stockholm syndrome, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's too disgusting to follow. I mean, what? Sometimes you don't even know that you're being abused. They don't always hit. Break the cycle and break his neck. These are the comments. Oh, Dotty Bongo, Diddy. Lord have mercy. Yes. When I talk the things, everybody's in the building. Sophia's there, Shug's in there, Tart, Spice, Debbie's in the building. Wow, Debbie. Hey, you're there. Cutler, Queen. Bright up the place. George is in the building. Come talk the things. Leisha, size matters there. Oh, Lord, Smiley, tell me. What I want.
I know it's been one of them banter ones that we just thought we'll just touch on, and it did touch on a few true talk opinions.
How do you not fly from Smokey Robinson to Diddy? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, at first it was Smokey Robinson because there's been in the news now. He's been investigated for he's under criminal investigation for sexual assault charges on his. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 85. And these are housemaids or something like that. Something. Four of them.
I mean, Tiger Woods married his housemaid, didn't he?
Yeah, but they're saying that Smokey Robinson fumbled or sexually assaulted his.
Yeah, but you got
and they all know each other.
On at some point. How do you cross the bridge?
Yeah, well, I mean, we crossed the bridge because sexual assault and the sexual innuendos and P. Diddy's trial and what's going on.
Oh, I don't know. P. Diddy's a whole. I don't even know.
See, that's where we moved on from. So
P. Diddy is a whole different ballgame. Are you saying Smokey Robinson is accused of drugging?
No, they're not. They're not saying. They just said that it's sexual assault charges, and there's 4 women. They're not giving their names, calling themselves Jane Does,
who happen to know each other. Apparently, is that
correct?
Right?
That's correct.
That could be collusion.
Yeah.
600 meters.
And sexual assault covers such a wide range of things.
Correct.
To the very, very, and I'm not saying that any of it is right, but to the very, very minuscule, to the opposite end of the spectrum.
Very true.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's what you can prove in court, isn't it? I'm just saying. I mean, a man's got to cross the bridge at some point. You could be dancing with a woman, touch her bottom.
Yeah.
And that's a form of sexual assault because you should have done it.
Yeah, that's what Jamie meant. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Colour Queen, oh my goodness. Some men do feel that when they have money, they can do as they like. Not all though. But yeah, so I'm interested to know what kind of sexual assault is been spoken about regards Smokey Robinson. I'm pretty sure it's a completely different end of the spectrum with P. Diddy, unless I'm missing something. I haven't seen none of the trials or anything.
No. Well, he's under investigation, so there's no trial yet, but they're not demanding. They've said that the women for Smokey Robinson, they said that they're looking for $50 million, which works out to be about 38, maybe 40 million pounds. So, to either pay up or go to trial. I don't know. But it seems like for his name, our our members on our panel, they're saying for his name to be out there now, he's probably gone down the route that you take me to court, I've got nothing to hide. So now we know his situation, he's under investigation.
Good Lord. I mean, the
Yeah.
thing about it is, oh no, Lisha got a hand up. Type the things. Come in,
Sorry,
come in,
go
come
on.
in.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, I'm reading an article. It's in the Guardian newspaper. It mentions that he's in his criminal investigation after allegation of sexual assault made by 4 of his former housekeeper, which he denies. And the unnamed woman, normally some of they named as Jane Doe. Okay, it's normal Jane Doe. In the lawsuit, said that there was a series of he's a serial sick rapist who assaulted them on numerous occasions between 2007 and 2024 across 3 residences. And his wife and him are also accused of labour violations, including the failure to pay the women minimum wage and overtime. The women are seeking financial damages.
Unbelievable. And that's the thing.
Yeah, so so he's civil lawsuit and also criminal, I think it is as well. Is it? I think it is.
Yeah, so their claims were manufactured according to him, Smokey Robinson, and designed to tarnish the good names of the musician and his wife. So the both of them are named in the lawsuit. And she's accused of contributing to a hostile work environment. Yeah. How many years after the fact?
Well, this is it. And this is the problem. I don't know. And that's why I say these things are like historical. And they keep saying, well, historicals can come to the forefront and you can be charged for it. Yeah. So if they were complaining about their work, the work finances and how they were treated, now it's jumped to sexual assault, all 4 of them.
Okay, can I just repeat what I've just said in that article?
Yeah.
Okay. The unnamed woman filed a lawsuit last week alleging that the Motown star was a serial and sick rapist who had assaulted them on numerous occasions between 2007 and 2024, last year.
So he was 84 years old and he's assaulting these women.
It's under investigation, isn't it? That's what
I'm just saying, that's what you read. You just read something which you repeated.
Yeah,
and
he was 84.
And hearing it a second time.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm understanding that the guy was last year 84 years old.
Correct.
And in the lawsuit, is saying that even at that age, the man it was still running things. I'm just saying, it's what you read. I mean, I saw another hand where it popped up and popped back down. I don't know who it was. But these are, I mean, as you know, these are allegations, and obviously until proven guilty. But you know, in these cases, oftentimes the guilt is the allegation is the guilt, isn't it? Once the allegations are launched, woo, that's a rocket. You're out there, and your name's in. You're just in that domain now, and we'll see where it goes. But where it goes, where it doesn't go, it's already gone. You know, the court has bolted, isn't it? Size matters. Why does anyway?
It's just the easiest way to destroy somebody's career. They don't have to get them guilty. You just need to have that attached to their name, and everybody starts to run away. They're not going to ask if you did it, why you did it, when you did it. From that gets put on your name, it's all over for you.
No interest. Yeah, that's right. Anything else? Yeah, nobody's interested. They just sit back, wait, and see what happens as it goes to and from court. And Cliff Richard was also in that situation. And one of the things he's now lobbying for in this country, because the people who made allegations against him, his name gets tarnished to the high hills, but the Jane Does walk away. They've got zero. They've got nothing in it. No skin in the game whatsoever. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
They should be charged if they can't prove it. It's not fair.
Well, it's not actually charged. Well, it's slander.
There's got to be some kind of what's the word I want? Some
repercussion,
reaction to their consequences to their actions. Definitely
recourse. Yeah. Yeah,
It's just it's ridiculous. Yeah, 5 women can put a man up, and then all of a sudden the case disappears, and they have no impact because they're
They go.
doing their evidence in silence. Their names can't be put in the press and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The guy's destroyed. Then they find out, okay, he didn't do it, but he's still tarnished. He's still smudged forever, mate.
Yeah. And it's
And
costing.
they get back on with their life like nothing ever happened.
And nobody ever knows. Nobody ever knows. The other one is Noel Clark.
Yeah.
Because we know he was up for the bat. So there are a couple of situations where these things come. All I'm saying is that it should be both ways. That if it comes to light and there are the allegations, if proven guilty, then fine. But if false, then those names, because it could be that these people are just, there could be it could be a racket whereby, because there's somebody else, 50 million seems to be a reasonable number that they keep putting out there. And it seems like is it the same lawyer involved as has been in other cases?
Sometimes, but they haven't said. I don't think they've put the name on there, but it's definitely out there. The money's out there. How much they're willing to ask for or go to court. You know. Yeah.
And
but,
interesting was the comments here. Look at this: wasting court's times. Yeah. Color Queen mud sticks. Liars should pay a penalty. Sophia, crazy cut smear campaigns. They're all on the bandwagon. Shugs, look, the old man should get compensation if it's wrong. You know, Paul Smoke. I mean, obviously, this is a man who's dearly loved, but nobody's perfect. If people have imperfection.
Hey, Joe.
Part of the things.
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying, Joe, but you have to understand he's got money.
You'll arrive at County Route 2 LT.
He's got money, so obviously his defendant or prosecutor might be good. Her defendant might not be that good. Do you understand? So unless you can prove that a person's lying, somebody can get off with doing something and she might be telling the truth all along. So you can't just say consequences for somebody that's lying. You have to prove that they're lying. Just because she lost doesn't mean, just because she loses the case doesn't mean that she's lying. Do you understand? It just that means that his defense was better.
True. And that's court. When you go to court, your hands, it's not in your hands, it's in the hands of the court at that point. Yeah. And it's true. But the thing is, there's a consequence on the one side, but zero consequence on the other side means that if I've got nothing to lose, you've got nothing to lose. And everything to gain, why wouldn't I put my 10 cents in? Leisha, your hands up, part of the things.
Right, I'm in the belief that two things can be right at the same time. Yeah. So you could be an amazing superstar, brilliant singer, dancer, whatever, producer, etc. But you could also, behind those curtains, do sinister things like this. Now, it is, as Dee said, it is down to the court to make the decision as to whether or not the accused is actually guilty of what they did. And the thing is that we're talking about age, but we don't know what situation these women were probably in. It would be best, rather than to say, oh no, they're trying to get his money, oh, they're trying to tarnish his name, just sit back and say, let's just wait and hear what's being said, rather than say, oh my God, they're trying to tarnish his name, it's a good man, blah, blah, blah. Because sometimes, guys, we look at these individuals who may be superstars, and behind closed doors, they are not the nicest people. Yeah, they're not the nicest people. So I would say, I'm not going to put my dog in any fight at all. Two things could be right at the same time. Let the courts decide, and let the evidence decide whether or not the allegations are actually correct.
No, absolutely. I think what we're echoing is what he Jokes, you're wrong. Jokes, you're so wrong. Sorry. Shugs, you can't be putting that in the chat. I don't even know if I can read it. But something ain't working at 84. Anyway. We're only echoing what he himself said, is that it was a smear campaign. And on the side of the accusers, their alleged assault and all the rest of it, we have to, because they've not said any more, we have to wait to see what evidence they bring forward and see where the case goes. But either way, I mean, we've seen it all before. We've heard it all before. It's nothing new under the sun, really. And I'm sure in the future, there's going to be more of and more of and more of. You're quite right, Alicia. The two things can be right. I mean, Diddy, billionaire, and he's up for, with evidence, though. With Diddy, that's why I didn't understand how the conversation jumped from Smokey Robinson to Diddy.
Yeah,
because
that's
with
right.
Diddy, the evidence, not only is video evidence of how he treat. Did I see it? Was it the one in the hotel, and he drag up the woman and kick up the woman and?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's all on YouTube.
There's more.
Yeah, they're saying that particular one is on YouTube with the hotel, and that's what she's using as all these evidence and things like that. Yeah.
Well, then there you are. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Leisha got a hand up.
There.
Yeah.
Leisha taught the thing, like, that case there. That's a character reference right there. What he did to that woman in the hotel, was it the lobby by the lift or something? Ooh. Spoke volumes. Go on, Leisha.
Yeah. So it's Cassie, the singer Cassie. So the thing about, I've been following the P. Diddy case or Sean Combs case since last year. And he's been acting strange for quite a long time, quite a while actually. But with this case, it's not Cassie versus Diddy, Sean Combs. It is the government versus Sean Combs. So Sean Combs is being taken to court for trafficking, human trafficking. And Cassie, who was his longtime girlfriend at the time, is a witness. And she's been subpoenaed to go and testify. So this isn't a case, what is at the moment is not a case against her versus Diddy. It's the government versus P. Diddy.
That's a different twist. The government of the United States is taking Diddy to court.
That's correct, yeah, for trafficking. Human trafficking.
With the Epstein case, because there was some form of trafficking there.
Yeah.
Was that the government or was that the people against Epstein?
I think that was the government against, but the thing about that when you're at a certain level, I believe, in society, you are mingling with a society of people at another level. And he was at that level with those same people. So how do you catch those people? Because everybody will come tumbling down. How do you do it? So P. Diddy, it just so happens, he probably is at a particular level, but not as high as Epstein. He probably was not mingling at the level that Epstein was.
Maybe he was. I mean,
oh well.
Who knows? He had more access because of the music and all the rest of it. He had more access to more people. Epstein used a female to groom women to come on board. Whereas Sean could use his record label to groom women to come on board, and then the abuse starts. And
what happened with Diddy?
Wow.
One more thing with Diddy. Last year, he was offering all his artists that were signed under him to give them back their rights to the music. So for years, what he did was he signed a lot of artists to his record labels, but they had no rights to the proceeds from the music. So they made no money. Diddy made all the money from the music.
Wow, they signed up to such a contract.
Last year, what he did was he told them, you can have your rights to your music, but you have to sign an NDA.
Non-disclosure.
Yeah. Some people signed it, which meant that they could not talk anything negative about Sean Combs and his family if they took it. but there are some who didn't take the bait, and they're being subpoenaed to testify in court.
Wow. So yeah, that gets serious.
That's the reason why Sean Combs, he's not a nice person. Look.
He's a wigger schemer, yeah.
Schemer, plot, scheme, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ghislaine Maxwell, Spice, you put that in the comment.
Ghislaine Maxwell, I think, the white man, Maxwell's daughter. She's gone to prison, isn't she? She was the link for Epstein, yeah, and the other gentleman that killed himself.
Yeah. Epstein killed himself. Yeah, that's where they end up with their money. Now help them. It's amazing. Well, that's the saying, and money corrupts. Yeah. Absolutely, isn't it? You know.
Yep, she was the madam of the house. Yeah.
Ah, man, alive. Anyway, I've not been into this, Sean. I think, he's a ghost, and I just, that's not one for me at all. That's not one for me. So, talk the things, Keith. What else has been going on?
Yeah.
Let them lock him up, Dash ready, Keith.
Yeah. So, so I wanted to bring the condolences side to the table. There is the condolences I want to bring is the firemen that died today, last night. 2 firemen died when they were putting out a fire up in Bicester. I think they're
Bicester.
Is that what you call it? Bicester, but it's Bicester. I call it Bicester.
It's Bicester.
Okay. Bicester.
Is it Bicester? It's Bicester.
Yeah, it's Bicester. And Crazy Cousin Spice, so it's Bicester. Sorry, CEO. They died trying to tackle this fire, including a resident that's died. And the fire was in an ex-army base or ex-army plant.
Right.
And it wiped out the whole of this building. The upsetting thing is that we probably, when you see the fire engines going past you, you let them pass, and you don't know if the same people are going to go back home. You've just, you said goodnight to your wife, or I'm on my shift, I'll see you tomorrow. And something like this happens. And there's the person, the fireman, one of the firemen that died, he's a senior man. A senior top level fight, so he knows his stuff. But unfortunately, it took him, and there's another 2 firemen seriously injured, and they're still in hospital. Crazy Cousin, sorry, go ahead.
It's funny you should talk about that, because as I came home this evening, half the road's blocked off, and there's 2 fire engines and all sorts of pipe work and everything going on the other half of the road.
Oh God!
Yes, they do put their lives at risk for us, and when they lose their life, it's quite tragic. Actually, very tragic. Yeah. So
it was Grenfell.
Oh my God!
When that fire was blazing, the firemen were going in.
Yeah.
Twin Towers, America. When the building was blazing, the plane had gone in.
They're going in.
And they had way high, they had high to go. So they were going in.
Through the stairs.
Yeah.
Up the stairs.
And then the building came down. So it is what you say, every fireman's wife, when they say fly hunt in the morning, it's true. I mean, it's yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen too often.
No, it doesn't. But when it does happen, you think, oh my goodness, it's true. You see them whiz past you. Yeah. You're thinking, oh, cat up the tree, or someone stuck in a lift.
Yeah.
So So it's
very sad situation.
It's sad. So so I thought I'd bring that one, and also news
Who did you
today. Sorry for passing away. Junior Byles, the reggae singer. He sung, really sad that he's died, Junior Byles. He the man that brought us Curly Locks and Fade Away, you know, Curly Locks,
Curly Locks, yeah.
corner in the dark room. Them tunes there and Fade Away.
No, I got pictures of him here, the young man. You see, back in the day, we didn't dress up, did we? Back in the day, we didn't dress up, but here there's a tribute album to him, Mr. Byles. Look.
Paris, I'll call him back.
A tribute album to Junior Byles. And it goes through. So this is on a website, Reggae Vibes.
Yes.
Online reggae and dancehall magazine.
Yeah.
They've got a tribute album. And this was from 2021. If you can see it. And yeah, look, going back to the early days, you know, at the sound recording studio. It's quite interesting. And here you're saying that he has sadly passed away.
Passed away, yeah.
You know, how old? How many years did he have on planet Earth?
He was 77.
77.
Yeah, he was 77. Yeah. So which is
That's a young age.
It's a young age, but yeah, but he's you see this is the thing, you got various births. I don't know why some people say he was 77. He was 77 when he died in hospital, and then you got some places that said he was 76. So it's between 76 77.
77. Oh,
Yeah.
nobody knows his date of birth. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah.
Blessings though, isn't it? He left a mark.
Yeah.
He's left something behind, a legacy. Junior Byles, born in 1948 and died on the 15th of May, 2025. Whoever wants to do that calculation, you know, can. And well, he lived good, made good music. And in Kingston, Macon, the Versatiles was the music group, also known as King Chubby, not to be confused with King Tubbies. And his name is Kenneth, also known as Junior Byles, Chubby, or King Chubby. Conscious roots reggae singer. Not much on whether he was married or children. But you know, in America, they like, in Jamaica, they like to leave a
legacy. That's the nice way of putting it. Before you go to break, it's a nice way of putting it. Legacy.
I mean, so yeah, and yeah, we have to give the man a tribute, you know. Junior Byles. Let's play this one. How we give him tribute because
yes, man.
I mean, big up.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
Man did debut. He did his thing, man. He did his thing while on the planet Earth. And yeah, he passed his time. He left us something. He left his mark. And let's play tune and credit due.
Of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away, fade away. He who